anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Thank you for connecting wherever you are connecting from. Please, as you join the program, you share the video on your platform, share it on your WhatsApp group, share it any place you belong, share the program. Let us be able to awaken people. You know, this is not my normal time for program, but I just have to come in briefly to make this important program. Thank you for joining me wherever you are joining from. Chinwe Owo, thank you so much, Chinwe, for joining. I appreciate you, Chinwe. Thank you so much. God bless you. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect you. Please share the video on your platform. Share it any place you belong, on your WhatsApp group, any angle, any place you belong. Share. We are doing our own parts. No matter how they try to stop us, we cannot allow them to stop us. Every single opportunity that I have, I make use of it. As I have always told you, I'm not supposed to be broadcasting this kind of period because of some certain responsibilities that I have, but I have to make out chance. Any slightest opportunity, I come online to say one or two things to my fellow Biafrans to encourage you, not to discourage you. Ike Chineke, more grace. Thank you so much, Ike. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Everyone that is joining, those that are sharing and commenting anywhere you are commenting, I thank you and appreciate you for joining. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect you. If you are joining me from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, any part of the world you are connecting from, I thank you very much for joining. If you are joining from Africa, from any part of Africa, from Biafra land more especially, or from the zoo, any place you are joining from, I say may Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect you. Today we are going to discuss about a very important information, a very important topic. If you read that topic, you can see what I wrote there. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. That is the topic we're going to discuss today. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. You'll be wondering, why did I choose never again on the blood of Biafrans? Some of you must have known that this is not the first time. It has happened several times. Thank you, Remy from Mozambique. Thank you so much, Remy, for joining. I appreciate you. Please share the video to your platform, any place you belong, share. So, when I say never again on the blood of Biafrans, every single one of you watching from across the world, you know quite all right that this is not the first time. This is not the first time we have this encounter that we are facing now. This is not the first time we had the challenge we are facing now. It has been coming a very long way. But this is not going to be the last time, and it's not going to be, if we allow it, it's not going to be the last time. But this will not happen again. That's what I'm saying. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. Never again on the blood of Biafrans. It doesn't matter what anybody is doing, what anybody is saying. We say never again. You know, for a very long time, the Biafran people have been paying a very heavy price to keep their one Nigeria together. We have been used as an instrument to keep one Nigeria for a very long time. Each time you're hearing about the message of one Nigeria, it is always about the blood of the Biafrans, mainly the Igbo Biafrans. The Igbo Biafrans. Every time you hear about the one Nigeria, it's always being written and established on the blood of the Biafrans. And it wants to happen again. That is why I chose that topic. I say never again. We cannot allow it to happen again. We cannot allow it to happen again. And when we say never again, you don't just say it and keep silent. You say it and walk towards it. That is one of the reasons why we say there will be no election in Biafra land. There will be no election. If you can remember, there has never been any time the Igbo Biafrans rose to rescue their so-called one Nigeria that they were saved. Every time an attempt was being made by a Biafran, mainly the Igbo Biafrans, to rescue the Zoological Republic, it is always result at a problem. It results at a very fertile issue. That is what it is. So many a time when the Igbo Biafrans have made a move, to rescue the Zoological Republic, it has always resulted to death. A very devastating death that cannot be counted. I can mention so many of them for you, which I'm going to pick one by one and elaborate on it. That is why I'm saying never again. Never again. We cannot allow them to continue to build their one Nigeria on the blood of the innocent. So many innocent Biafrans have lost their life for no just cause, simply because they are Biafrans, simply because they are Igbos. That is why they are losing their lives. But we cannot allow that again. Never again. That is why we say there will be no election. It is not out of hatred. We are not saying it out of hatred. We are not saying it out of wickedness. We are not saying it because we hate anybody, but we want to save our life. It is a matter of life and death. Another stage is certain for the massacre of the Igbos. Another stage is certain for the massacre of the Biafrans. That is why we say never again, and we will not be part of it. Go and check history. Every single one of you that is watching me across the world, please share the video on your platform. Share it any place you're watching from. Go and check history. From history, from the onset, every time a Biafran, mainly the Igbo Biafrans, make a move to make sure that the one Nigeria works, it results to death. It will always backfire on them. At the end of the day, they will be used as an instrument to destroy themselves. Each time the Igbo Biafrans have made a move to rescue the one Nigeria, it has always resulted to a fatal loss of life among them. Instead of receiving praise, they receive hatred, they receive attack, they receive death. And it's coming again. It is coming again. That is why we say never again. Today you see Peter Obi gallivanting all around. Peter Obi projecting himself as the Messiah of today. Peter Obi projecting and planning to rescue the one Nigeria. And you are going to see a devastating end. That is where it will end. It has happened before, not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. And I'm going to elaborate from you. If you check from history, the very first time the Igbo people made a move to rescue the one Nigeria was during independence. During the independence of the so-called Zoological Republic, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe foolishly went away to begin to look for an independent country with all the regions, including the Hausa region, mainly the Fulanis. If Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe has been on his own to fight for the freedom of his own people and let the Igbo people get their freedom, it will have been a different story today. We will not be fighting and crying for the death and killing of people today. Even if he has decided to go along with only the Dudua people with the Awolowo. Sorry for the interruption from the network. That is how what we get from them. Each time we try to send out a legitimate information, they always come to attack the channel. Please spread the information, spread the news, spread it, share the video on your platform. So as I was saying, the very first time the move was made to rescue their so-called one Nigeria, it was made by an Igbo man, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He made that move of independence. When he made that move of independence, after much getting the independence coming back, what did he get? What did Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe get after bringing the independence to Nigeria? He was relegated to the background. He was given only a ceremonial post, a post that doesn't really make him relevant. He became so irrelevant that he doesn't speak or he doesn't act anywhere. He was so irrelevant that every order was coming from the north and other partners. But he, who spearheaded and moved and fought to make sure the so-called Nigeria got independent, got nothing. Not only for himself, even for his own region. He got nothing for the Igbo people. He got nothing. He was relegated to the background. The second time again it came was during the time of the 1966 revolution. You have been hearing about the 1966 revolution, which they call a coup. It wasn't a coup. It was a move to rescue their so-called one Nigeria. The 1966 revolution, which they termed the Igbo coup, is not a coup. It was a movement to rescue their so-called one Nigeria and make sure that every indigenous tribe has a right. Because of what was happening at that time, Zogo and other military officials, not only the Igbo military, there are so many military officials, even the Zogo, the troop that he commanded, there are so many of them in the north. So many of them are Northerners. Northerners will be among the majority, we are Northerners. Among the people that Zogo was commanding. Send out the information I want to send, and people are going to hear it. That is what they do. The only thing they have is to attack us whenever we are broadcasting or whenever we are sending message, but they can't stop us, no matter how they try. So when Nzogu made that move, Nzogu made that move to rescue Nigeria because of the kind of criminality that was happening that time by the politicians. These same politicians we are telling you not to believe. Not to believe. During that time, because the so-called Nigeria was so young at that very time, the politicians that time were so fraudulent and they were so criminal-minded. More especially those from the north. They were doing all things to make sure they intimidate the people and cause all manner of death. Nzogu rose up. Nzogu rose up with other military officials from all ethnic groups. They were involved. They wanted to put a sane country. They want to have a sane country. We are talking about one Nigeria. It was not to establish a Biafra. It was not to establish a sectional region. Nzogu coup, they played that very thing they called coup, Igbo coup. The 1996 revolution was to establish a sane Nigeria, to remove all those fraudulent politicians. They made that move. When they made that move, what was the result? At the end of the day, that same move that they made to rescue their so-called Nigeria turned out to become a different thing altogether. It turned out against the Igbo Biafrans because they were the people who were leading that genuine movement to save Nigeria. It turned out, and at the end of the day, what happened? So many of them were killed and massacred. The coup was, the revolution was stopped, and so many people lost their life. So many people lost their life in the process, and they termed it whatever. They termed it Igbo coup. They turned it against the Igbos. They accused up to today. That is why you see the Fulanis. They don't want to see Igbos. Up to today, they are still holding it against the Igbo Biafrans. Up to today, because of the move they made to rescue their so-called one Nigeria. It didn't stop there. Even in that same coup we are talking about, the people that stopped the coup was also Biafran people. It was still Biafran people that stopped that revolution. They stopped it. They stopped it. Ojukwu was there playing his own role. I think it was in Kano. In Lagos, it was Ironsi. Ironsi that stopped it in Lagos. Ironsi stopped that revolution in Lagos. While Ojukwu was in Kano, he stopped it. But at the end of the day, what happened? These same people who tried to protect their so-called one Nigeria, Ironsi tried to protect the so-called one Nigeria. Ojukwu was also in the north trying to protect the same one Nigeria. What did they get at last? What they got was death. Ironsi, who thwarted the coup but made sure that that very revolution did not happen, make sure that he united that same one Nigeria and kept them together again. That same Ironsi took every northern and put in the post. He surrounded himself with the northerners. Even when he was given an information to be careful of the people you are putting around me, he never took it serious. He didn't take it. This is an Igbo Biafran fighting for one Nigeria. An Igbo Biafran trying to establish a sane Nigeria where everybody will be included, where there will be equality. I have mentioned on 3 occasions where the Igbo Biafrans made a move to establish a sane society where everybody will be considered and everybody will have equal rights. But yet, it's turned against them. Ironsi, who stopped that revolution and also tried to establish a one Nigeria that will be inclusive, he went ahead to take all the northerners into his own side. Every of his ADC were from the north. People that were close to him were from the north. Even when he was warned against that, because we know, so many people know, that the Fulanis never forgive. The Fulanis always have that hatred on the Biafrans. They told Ironsi, don't listen. What happened to Ironsi? After Ironsi tried to establish that same one Nigeria, what did it happen? They killed Ironsi. They murdered him. A coup was planned. They murdered him, which they called a counter coup. In the counter coup, so many lives were lost. They killed many leaders. They killed many officers from the southeastern part of Nigeria because of the revolution that was planned, which was led by Nzogu. Not only Nzogu, including so many other people in the area. If you want to join, please always remember to keep your phone in a horizontal form. If you don't keep your phone in a horizontal form, you can keep your phone horizontally, then you can be able to join and make your. You click on your rotation. That is the only way you can be able to join the program. Thank you. So as I was saying, when Ironsi made that move to rescue Nigeria, what did he get? At the end of the day, Ironsi got hatred. He got death. He was rewarded with death. They murdered him. They didn't stop at him. So many Igbo officers were killed. And up to today, nobody is talking about it, and nobody is talking about what transpired. Nobody is being held accountable.
All they took at it, they called it a revenge. They called it a revenge coup. The only one they talk about is the revolution that was organized by Nzog, which they termed Igbo coup. That's the only one they sing about. They ring a bell about it. They ring bell about it. Nobody's saying anything about the Biafrans, the Igbo Biafran, who tried to establish a sane country to accommodate every indigenous tribe, and they were killed. It has happened first, happened second, happened third, happened so many. There are so many examples where moves was made to rescue, and yet they never bite. Look at our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, also went forward to try and establish a sane Nigeria where people will be accommodated, where people will have equal rights, where every indigenous tribe will be respected and treated right. That was the move Dim Odumegwu made. He made that move. That was why he took the movement to Aburi, went to Aburi to negotiate for the same restructuring they are talking about today. He was talking about that restructuring in order to secure a sane country where people will be treated equal, where people can be able to grow at their own speed. What did they give to Ojukwu? What did they give to Ojukwu? That same Aburi movement was thwarted. Instead of listening to that very Aburi agreement and follow it, what did they do? They brought war to the Biafran people. And in the process, Biafrans lost more than 5 million people and still losing up to today. These are several times that the Igbo Biafrans, mainly the Biafran people, mainly the Igbo Biafran, have led a movement to make sure they extend and establish a sane Nigerian called a country. But it never worked. What it brought for us was only death. Each time they make that move, what it will bring is death. Because the country is not meant to be one. Because you are living in a country where you can never be trusted no matter what you do. No matter what you say, you can never, ever be trusted by a Fulani man. They can't trust you. And they never forgive. A governor of Bachi State came out and said that Fulanis never forget and they never forgive. And you think it's a joke. A governor said it on national television that they never forgive and they never forget. But some people are still taking that as a joke. Today, you see what is happening. The reason why they are still today fighting against the Igbos and making sure that the Igbos do not become relevant is because of that same hatred they have. Because of that same hatred, a thing they call the every time they talk about killing about their hero or whatever they call him, Tafawa Balewa or whoever that was murdered during that very revolution. They talk about him, but they are not talking about millions of lives that were lost even after them. In the counter coup, so many people were killed in the counter coup. Nobody is talking about it. They don't care about it. So the life of one Fulani man matters more than every other life he has in the other regions. Is that what they're trying to tell me? They are trying to let us know that the life of one Fulani man matters more than the life of every other person. And that is why up to today, they are still fighting the Igbo Biafrans and making sure that nothing goes through. These are several times that the Igbo Biafrans have made a move to rescue Nigeria, and it never worked. And if you think that that is enough, in this present day, that is why I choose this topic, never again with the blood of the Biafra. You are now seeing Peter Obi coming to rescue Biafra, rescue the same one Nigeria. When you know that the one Nigeria has ended, Nigeria has ended, they have nothing to offer anymore. Even they themselves know that it has ended. The Fulani people have destroyed the government, they have destroyed the economy, there is nothing to share anymore. There is no oil to share anymore, no money to share anymore. And now they are projecting Peter Obi to come and rescue them. To come and rescue them. A fake rescue. You see why we must not support any. That is why I see Peter Obi as one of the people, one of the heartless people on earth. Peter Obi. If Peter Obi doesn't know anything, he should know history. He should know history that every time an Igbo Biafran had made a move to rescue this same one Nigeria, there has always been a deficit. It has always brought death to his people. It will turn out to bring death, and they will turn it against you. They will turn it against you. If you don't lose your own life, your own people are going to be slaughtered, simply because you wanted to rescue something that is not rescuable, something that is meant to destroy. I have mentioned several instances for you. From independent up to date, every time that move is made, and every time there is a genuine movement to rescue that same zoological republic, it always comes from the Biafra people. The rescue mission always comes from Biafran people, but at the end of the day, they will turn it against the Biafran people and make sure that Biafran people are being decimated, and it will turn against us to the way that we lose life and lose respect and lose everything that we earn. It has happened first, second, third, fourth, and so many I cannot mention. So many a time it has happened, and yet we cannot learn from history. Peter Obi cannot learn from history. Today, Nigeria has gone to a breaking point. It has gone to the point where Biafrans will get their freedom. And Peter Obi, they are using him to come and say they want to unite Biafra. What a shame. And Peter Obi is giving himself out for the sacrifice. He's giving himself for the sacrifice. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. Never again. You can no longer use the blood of Biafran to establish your one Nigeria. It cannot happen. We are not saying you can't have your one Nigeria. If you want to have a Nigeria, go and have your one Nigeria, but not including Biafra into it. Biafrans are going home. Even if you're a Biafran and you choose to be a one Nigeria, go ahead. Go to Abuja, go to Lagos, go there and be with them in their one Nigeria. But in Biafra land, we cannot participate in election. Never again on the blood of the Biafrans. Never again on the blood of Biafra, because everything they are saying and doing is all fake. It's all fake. There is no reality in whatever you are saying. There's no reality. It is all fake. The earlier you realize that, the better for you. The earlier you know that there is no chance for you in the Zoological Republic, the better for you. Every time you see them coming out, it has always been fire. It has always been lies, 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 lies everywhere. And today they are coming again. And the funniest thing is that when you look at what I have just told you about the history of the attempt of Biafrans, and mainly the Igbo Biafran, to rescue Nigeria, what it turned out to be, how it turned out to consume the life of the Biafran, how it turned out to be devastated, how it turned out to become destruction on the Biafran people. When you look at it, then today you begin to imagine, why is it that Peter Obi is gathering this kind of support he's gathering? The support you are seeing they are giving Peter Obi is not genuine. It is not genuine. It is not genuine. It is another preparation of the ground to sacrifice the blood of the Biafrans for their so-called one Nigeria, as they have been doing in the past. Each time they want to raise up their one Nigeria, each time they want to rescue their one Nigeria, it will always be on the blood of the Biafrans. And they are watering ground for another bloodshed to use Biafrans again to cement their one Nigeria. And they are using Peter Obi as their engineer. That is why I call him a wicked man. He is a wicked man. He should learn from history, all the way from Dr. Nazikiwe. Each time that rescue move away, what it has brought to us is death. It has brought death, destruction. That is what it has brought. Even our eternal leader made a move. We made a move to establish this their so-called one Nigeria, to make it work in a workable way. When he called for Aburi, the discussion was made, agreement was reached. But what happened? They rejected it. The British and the Fulanese, they rejected it, and they threw it to the wind. And they came back and slaughtered the Biafrans to cement their one Nigeria. Today, after destroying their one Nigeria, after seeing that everything in that so-called one Nigeria has gone, there is no hope anymore. No hope anywhere. No hope anywhere. No money left, no economy, nothing, no leadership left. Nothing is left. We only have criminals in all the posts. People who are not qualified are the people handling every single post in Nigeria today. What did they do? Today, they are now bringing a Biafran again. They are bringing a Biafran for a rescue mission. And that Biafran, seeing the history of what happened in the past, cannot learn from the history. He is volunteering himself for the rescue mission. I always say he should prepare himself for what is coming. He should go and read history and prepare himself for what is coming. Even if he succeeds in getting into that very place, he will become the most irrelevant man on the planet Earth. Today, they are talking about their rescue mission. The person, the name they are using today, and the person they are using as their flag bearer to rescue their so-called devilish and deadly one Nigeria is a Biafran. It's a Biafran. But at the end of the day, it will turn on the blood of the Biafran people. They will use us to make a sacrifice for their so-called one Nigeria. Never again. It will not happen again. It will not happen again. Even our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu mission, right from onset, his mission was to rescue every single indigenous person in that Zoological Republic. That was his mission. He was not sectional. He was not just fighting for only Biafran people. He was not just fighting for only the Southerners. He was not just fighting for only. He was fighting for everybody, no matter your tribe, no matter your religion. Fighting for people to have a sane society where people will be treated equal.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.